Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sports Today. So, a bit of a breaking news update for you pertaining to the Border-Gavaskar trophy that is currently being contested between India and Australia in India. Now, you remember that earlier today we broke the news that Pat Cummins had flown back home to Australia for, personal reasons. It was believed to be a family emergency, and now another Australian quake will be boarding a flight to Australia, and that is, of course, Josh Hazlewood, who now has been ruled out of the series in its entirety. Remember that he was named in the squad for the entire tour, and unfortunately, he was not available for selection for the first two tests due to what was described as an Achilles problem that was actually sidelining him. He was feeling some stiffness, and he wasn't fully fit, so he had not been in contention for selection for the first two tests, and there was some expectation that he might just get fit. But now it has been revealed that he will be going back to Sydney to continue his recovery. He will not be part of the tour any longer, and that actually does continue some woes, you can say, for the Aussies, because again they're 2-0 down in the series and they've retained the Border-Gavaskar trophy. There is some good news coming out, however, for the Aussies, is that Mitchell Starc and Cam Green both are expected to be available for the next test. I think whilst it's doubtful how much how much of a part Mitchell Starc might play in that particular match, the third match, Cameron Green would be a massive addition if he's fully fit, because again, Australia's entire team composition has been thrown off by the fact that they don't have too many all-rounders. Having Green there would give them a second seam option. That was something that they struggled with in Delhi, where the pitch did have some bounce early on, but they weren't able to exploit it too much because they only had one pacer. The three-spinner option was a good one in theory, but the lack of a pacer did harm them, as was evidenced by the kind of performance that Mohammad Shami and Mohammad Siraj had put in during that test match. So unfortunate that Hazlewood will not be available for them. He's going to be continuing. He's going to go back home to continue his recovery. He won't be playing domestic cricket either, such is the extent of his injury. So that's bad news for Australia. Cummins, of course, you'll remember, we told you earlier, would be coming back, to the tour. He won't, in fact, be missing the third test. There's just a bit of a layoff, there's a bit of a longer gap between the second test and third test that became longer due to the second test finishing in 3 days. So he'll be back in India to lead the team for the third test. Hazlewood, however, will not, in fact, be back for this tour. He's been ruled out of the tour. And it's a bit of a blow, you can say, because they can in fact have used him in the scheme of things if they wanted to bring in a second pacer. But it does seem like that other option will be Cameron Green if they want to go that route, because again, Green does add a valuable addition both in terms of his bowling as well as the fact that he will be adding an extra batting option. So that's the breaking news update we have for you over here at Sports Today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please don't forget, if you enjoy our work, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment. Also, go ahead, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Last but not least, download the SportsTech app. You'll be getting such breaking news updates at the tip of your fingers. So for now, stay tuned to the channel through the day. We'll be bringing you lots more. For now, though, from our side, goodbye.